What's up, everybody? My name is MrPuppeteer, ASMR officially. And today we're going to be doing a Kracie pizza box making kit thing. I don't know what these are called. Just because they're in a different language. But as you see, the instructions are in another language, so I had to write down / copy the instructions, and I have them here on a piece of paper. And you can follow along if you want, if you have the same box. I've done this brand / box before, not the pizza one, but like I've done donuts and sushi on this channel, so if you want to watch those, you can. But yeah, so I had to write down the instructions for you, or for me, and I'm so glad I did, because I actually messed up even with instructions a couple times, but yeah. So it comes in this little plastic wrapping. It's pretty much a mold with a bunch of packages with powder. This whole thing is pretty much just powder. You pour the powders into like different types of molds or whatever it tells you to put it in. You put however many scoops of water into it, and you mix. And I feel like they never tell or say the right amount of water, because I feel like I have to always add more. But we have the mini colors in these two wrappings. What you'll probably need for these, or for this box, is a pair of scissors, because you're gonna do a lot of cutting, or especially in the beginning. And you'll need like a cup of water, just like regular tap water if you want. But here's all of the packages or packets that we're going to be using. And there's a little cup for our drink, and a little scooper / spoon or mixer. And this is the mold that we're going to use, but you have to cut it up first. The corner is the water little scooper thing, and I think the other one is a potato mold, which I don't know why a potato. There's a mold, like, I don't know why potatoes are with pizza in this. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know if that's like a foreign thing that they do. I don't know. It kind of struck me odd. But anyways, we didn't let that stop us. So you're supposed to cut the lines for your molds, and I didn't really realize this when I started. I had to look at it a little later, but each mold has a star or like a symbol on it, like each little cup or container. And it's very important that you kind of put them in the right ones, or else it might turn out bad. I did mess up on the sauce for this. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you could tell, but this is pre-recorded. I was in a loud environment when I was making this, so yeah. So we're gonna get the packets. We're gonna start with the yellow one. That is the potatoes. So what you're going to do is pour the mix into the star tray. Pour 2 triangles, which is a little scooper, of water, and mix. And then after you have your potatoes, put the potato mold, into the little tray. I don't know what that is, but with the faces, and just push down, and you let that pretty much settle. You'll see in a minute that what I'm talking about. But yeah, get the precise amount of powder. Get your little scooper and cups of water. And you want to get it just the right amount. 1. And like I said, you're going to do 2. So, and 2. I kind of think it took too long on some of these. I let the water dry. It's probably best to mix while you pour your water. Yeah, like it almost instantly forms a little bit. And I'm trying to think if I should tell you. I'll probably wait till the end to tell you. Or I'll probably end up spoiling it anyways. But yeah, just make sure you mix it well. Mine kept getting stuck to the spoon. So I eventually added more water. Because I felt like it was still crumbled up too much. I felt like if I picked it up, it was just gonna fall out or fall to pieces. So I didn't get a full thing of water. I got like a little bit, probably maybe half, I guess you could say, enough to get the mixture kind of moist. I know people don't like that word, sorry. But yeah, it made it a lot better. By the way, I am sick, so if I sound congested or if I sound short of breath, it's because I can't breathe, and talking in this video is using up all my oxygen. So, oh, and I shaved the mustache. My facial hair is growing back. It's not like fully grown back, but it's definitely getting there. So now you're gonna push the mold down into the tray. So next up, we are going to start with the pizza crust. I got kind of confused on what the packets were what. Accidentally took out the sauce one. Just make sure you pick the biggest one out of the red or orange one, because that is your pizza crust. Because the person that I got the instructions off of said it was orange, but mine ended up being the red one, and the orange one ended up being the pizza sauce. So I had this big ordeal, and yeah. So pour the powder into the mix tray, obviously, and for the pizza crust, you're gonna pour 4 triangles of water mix, or water. And then you're going to mix with the spoon. And, yeah, make sure you stir it really well. Make sure you stir all of these really well. You don't want powdery food. That's really nasty. But after you form the crust, after it's all mixed and everything, you're going to knead it with your palms. And this is pretty sticky. But then you're gonna take it or divide it. Yeah, take it and then divide it into 2 balls, and then try to flatten it out. And you can use the plastic wrapping for it came in. It's like a little guide, because you're supposed to be able to take the like plastic wrapping and make a pizza box out of it, but I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. So yeah, so we are stirring this lovely crust up as much as possible. And as I'm failing at this, I just want to say thank you to the people that have been really supportive over the past couple weeks. That I've been kind of gone, but here and there, I've just been busy, to be honest. But I'm kind of not busy anymore. It's kind of summer time. Nothing's really going on during the summer, especially for me. So a lot of fun, exciting things coming. I'm trying to fulfill my promise of a role play. So yeah, I've just had all these people and things happen at once in April. So yeah, that was a thing. I think my mom's birthday, then my friend came down for 2 weeks, and then I don't know, I've just been super busy. And then like this whole weekend I've been watching movies. I don't really watch movies. It's not really my thing. But I've been watching movies. Like I watched 3 movies. I watched The Kingsman. I watched what was the other one? Oh, The Grand Budapest Hotel. And then I watched Birdman. And they were all... The Kingsman was the best. Birdman was very odd. So was Grand Budapest Hotel. But it was a Wes Anderson film, so I guess that tells you what it is. Yeah. I still have all these roleplay ideas that I want to do, but... And I'm not sick, actually. I have allergies. I have allergies. Yeah. So now I'm kneading the dough. I'm actually trying to mix it a little bit better, because it's still a little powdery. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Obviously, that's what I do. A lot of, and I've been watching a lot of ASMR artists. I like a lot of, not like low end ASMR artists, but I like, I don't want to call them that, but I like a lot of people that are like kind of starting. I like a lot of people that are just passionate, I guess. I don't know. I'm not saying the high up ASMR artists are passionate, but I don't know. I just like, the homies that are one with me, I guess. But yeah, back to this. We are pushing the pizza dough onto the circle, trying to make it as big as possible, but don't go over the circle. But like Emerald Skies ASMR, she's really awesome. I'm trying to think of some Seafoam Kitten ASMR. She's always been lovely. Yoshi ASMR, I believe that's what his title is. I watch a lot of these people, and I know sometimes I know some of their usernames. It's just I just watch so many people that's like, oh, it's this person. Oh, it's this person. Oh yeah, this person. So yeah. But yeah, you should totally check them out. They're really awesome. And you might see me in a couple comment sections here and there. I've been trying to comment on people's stuff. Well, no, it's like cool because if you watch videos and don't make videos, I was like you, and I was like, I want to do this ASMR thing too. And now the people that I've kind of been watching for a while are kind of noticing me or recognizing me. I said recognizing, that's kind of, I don't like that, but are like noticing me, I guess, and like know who I am. And it's like, oh my god. I don't know, it's just like cool. It's like I feel like I'm sitting at the cool table. Anyways, I'm delusional right now. I took medicine. But we are done with the crust, and now we are going to head on over to, I believe, the cheese. That's what I have next on my list. But I think it's actually the sauce. Yeah, it's actually the sauce. Okay. So tomato sauce is pretty much the opposite, or not the opposite, but whatever the other color you didn't use for your crust. So if your crust was red, you're going to use orange. If your crust was orange, you're going to use red. The instructions say the red one. But so you're going to take the orange or red one, pour it into your mold. For me, it's the music note. It says pour tomato sauce packet into the tray, and then pour 2 triangles of water into the tray and mix well. The weird thing about this one is, like the other ones kind of solidify into something. This one stays a liquid. And I read the wrong instructions when I was doing this, and as you see, I was pouring 4 liquid triangles, and it was bad. It didn't mess it up too much. It still, was a liquid, but I don't know. It was like almost too runny at first, but I think I mixed it well enough to where it kind of stayed the same. The only bad thing is that if I let it sit for a while, it would start to kind of try to solidify. It's like this like gel almost. By the way, if you are doing this along with me, all of these packets smell horrible. They do not smell good. I guess I could probably ruin the surprise, but like the past boxes that I did of this Kracie brand, they were all candy. Like the sushi one was candy, and the donut one was candy. Found out, I thought that this one would be candy. Also, why would they all be candy? I thought the first 2 were just gonna be the only odd ones out. Nope, this one was not candy, and it was actual pizza. And you'll see why this gets really gross in a minute. They all actually smelled really bad too. All the packets. But next up we have the cheese. It's good. Green packet, and you pour the cheese mix into the tray, and then pour 1 triangle cup of water and mix well. And then it says after holds, place on cutting board. So in the instructions or the video that I was watching slash copying instructions from, they didn't have this weird topping that mine came with. The one mine came with, it was like peas and corn and I think carrots, but they were like in these little balls. I'll show you later in the video, but I was like, I just made one meat pizza with cheese and I made one regular veggie or non-meat pizza with just cheese. And I was really not wanting to eat this because the meat you pour the packet of powder, mix with water, and it somehow turns into like this meat looking thing. I'm almost wanting to gag because it was grossing me out, and man, it's just like, and it kind of makes you think, like, what else out there, like fast food wise, do you think has like a powder and you mix with water and that's what the meat is? Oh man, it's kind of scary. But yeah, this pretty much kind of looks like Parmesan cheese, kind of. It almost looks like ice cream out of everything, but yeah. So yeah, I took that over, put it on the cutting board. I didn't cut it until later though, and when I was trying to decorate the pizza. But yeah. So next up we have, or lastly I guess, we have the sausage. It's the brown one. And you're gonna use the scissors to cut along the bag line at the top. And then you're gonna pour the mix into the tray. Mine doesn't say how much water you pour in, but I'm sure we can just count along. Actually, I think I guessed and I did 2. And but yeah, I highly recommend figuring that number out because you don't want to not mix it the right way. Yeah, you're gonna mix the packet in, or put the packet in there. Make sure you get all of it, because you are going to have to put the mix back into the bag. And make sure you get your handy dandy water. And get your scooper ready. Powdered meat. 2. Yeah, I did do 2. Alright. So, we're thinking, this already looks nasty. It like turned red at first. It looked like a weird like sauce, and then it just like did this weird forming thing. It almost looked like I don't know. This is like really nasty to me for some reason. It's just so weird how like 15 seconds ago it was a powder inside a bag, and now it's this disgusting meat thing on a stick. Oh god, I'm getting like I'm getting throat watery. throat watery. My mouth is watering. I cannot speak. I'm just tired and grossed out at the same time. But yeah, you're gonna pour all that fun-filled meat into the packet, and there's 2 lines. I don't think I showed them, but there's 2 lines. You're gonna just double fold it pretty much, so it doesn't leak out the top. And then at the very bottom, you're gonna cut one of the corners off, so you can squeeze the powdery goodness meat thing out. I was trying to like pre-roll it out a little bit, just so I can have it ready. Ah, man. This is nasty. Okay. Next up, now put toppings on. Cut cheese and put on spread tomatoes, sauce, and pizza, or squeeze and squeeze sausage out and put cheese on top. And you're actually supposed to apparently cook these. That's probably a better idea anyways, because these are actually taste like the stuff. I already cooked the potatoes. That's why they look really weird. I cut them. I think you cook the potatoes for... You cook the potatoes for 30 seconds, and the pizza you cook for 50 seconds. I was like really hoping this was going to be candy. Nope, it was real nasty food. I didn't show myself eating this, or I didn't really show eating it in general. I just made it and was like, alright, I'm in the video here. But the potatoes tasted nasty. I love potatoes. Anything potatoes I love. But this was not potatoes, obviously. The pizza was really nasty, gross. Both of them were. I only tried like a half of each one. I gave the other halves to my brother. I forced him to eat this nasty food with me. But yeah, the sauce tasted like elementary school pizza sauce. Like that bland, I don't know. It's just like, oof. The cheese I couldn't really taste. Actually, I think the cheese helped the most out of the whole pizza. It was weird because when we cooked it, the crust actually like kind of bubbled up inside, and the meat was just nasty. I would never eat that meat ever again. But yeah, I tried to make a veggie pizza, or like a vegetarian pizza. Well, I guess, yeah, a vegetarian pizza, and then a meat lovers pizza. And I was really tempted not to put the meat on the pizza because it was nasty, but I did it anyways. And yeah, so yeah, this is our cheese. I'm just cutting it into... I was trying to shred it, but it was not really doing that. So I kind of just cut it into like little hamster bites. And I tried to pull it also, but, you know. Sorry for half the time you're looking at my hairy hands and my hairy knuckles, but hey, I will be a hand model someday. So yeah, we have our cheese cut. So yeah, we're just putting the toppings or the cheeses on. It kind of actually looks like cheese a little bit. Or as my friend would say, Mexican cheese. So yeah, I was trying to make sure I saved some cheese afterwards so I could put some more cheese on the meats. Because you can't forget the meat. The nasty dog food looking meat. As if I wasn't already disgusted, I had to squeeze it out of this thing and it looked even more gross coming out. So, it was, yeah. This is probably the worst one out of the whole bunch. The other ones are crazy awesome. Like, they're super awesome. And I know they have different ones other than these two, so would I try them? I don't know. They would have to be candy for sure, but yeah. It was quite the experience, though. So yeah, now I'm gonna put the cheese on top of the meat, or try to at least, or around it, enough to cover it. And then, yeah, you have your pizzas, and make sure you cook it for 50 seconds, though. Try to enjoy it. But yeah, if I were to rate this, I'd probably give it a 2 out of 10. It was really nasty, and making it was difficult, but not really. I feel like there's easier ways to cook pizza, and this was not one of them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little how-to / cooking / rambling video. Oh, and yeah, these are the peas and carrots thing. It looked like candy. That's why I thought this was a candy box. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for what you guys do. Watching the videos and liking and commenting and everything. It means so much to me. It truly does. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time.